preference for saving replays? Would you just save replay every game, or just every game you think it's worth taking notes on?
I feel like every game that's worth taking notes on. Like if it's kind of if it's a game that feels really awkward and you don't really know why you felt like so out of place in the lobby, it would be a good one to save probably.
Got it.
Honestly, the games that you lose are better to look at.
Got it.
Because if you win, you were doing something right, so there's less to coach. Good speed. I don't know why your teammate's hitting that. He could have pretty easily avoided your hit there, I feel like, but whatever. This is kind of just a mechanical thing, but also, like, the only reason why I stop it is because I kind of think it's also partially, like, panicky thing. It's something I see in lower ranks a lot. Is like, once the ball's over the backboard, they're like, crap, I have to hit this. If I don't hit it, it's going in my net. So then you almost panic flip. But you have so much time here. Like, if you watch the ball, it's very, like, it's all the way over your net. It's, like, very slowly rolling. You can just boost into it and then like single jump even. You don't even need to flip.
Okay.
And even you missing it somehow you're not scored on. But yeah, you've got lots of time on it. And also, that's why I say something about watching the opponents and your teammates, because if you're able to watch the opponents and your teammates more, you're going to be less panicked. You're going to realize when you have more time. And over time, you won't even need to watch them as much because you're going to kind of realize tendencies that players tend to do. And you're going to be like, there's no way someone challenges this. That's why you'll hear higher ranked players in their games. Like, if you've ever watched a stream where a streamer's like complaining, like, why are they challenging that? It's so stupid or whatever. Yeah. It's generally because it's like very out of the norm for them to challenge that. And the higher ranked players like know what the norm is.
Okay.
Which
so
isn't
not,
always
not
bad, but yeah, it's not always bad to be unpredictable. I feel like it's good to be unpredictable, but there is definitely a norm on some challenges and stuff. This is like, I mean, you got around it still either way, but I'd say instead of looping around it like that and drifting around it like you did, I'd say loop around this way, so you're behind it like this.
Got it.
Because
so I didn't have to do that weird power slide.
Yeah, because here you're drifting and you're slow, and now you have 0 speed. Like, you're still behind the ball, but you have 0 speed to take it forward, and you have to do that weird double jump, or single jump. But instead, if you had looped around here, then you'll be straight on the ball with speed.
Shot for the net.
Yeah. Like, a lot of lower ranked players see the game more as a straight line. Like, you have to go for the goal, straight line every time. But you don't. Like, you should see the game as more of like wide lines. Like, you rotate wide, you go for the ball wide, because instead of just going in straight lines at the ball, at the ball, at the ball, you can loop around and get behind it all the time. Even just rotating back, like going wide back post to the ball, then you're going to be behind it. That's why back post rotations are so good. It's basically the same idea, just implementing it on offense instead of defense. And here, instead of chasing this back, I would just flip to the right here and get behind your teammate and let your teammate take it. Or just go straight for the boost, I guess, like you did. I, for some reason, thought you were going to turn and go for it, but it works out either way. This is kind of just another one that if you're watching the opponents, you can realize you have a little bit more time. He does kind of turn forward a bit, so I don't blame the bang, but you do have more time here than you'd think. But you still beat it past 1, so it's still a good play either way. And don't get me wrong, me saying take time, don't think that you have to take time every single time. Like, there's still good times to bang it. But there's lots of times that you can take time. So just like this one. that works too. But this is something that you would get dunked for in a higher rank. Like, someone would be on that faster, they would go for that faster. So instead of going high here, the other option is to fake it here and just roll, or let it roll down the wall and dribble it. And most of the time, if you do it right, they're gonna go flying past you. Which, like I said, it's fine because it's a little lower ranked, but once you're like, oh wait, I went past the player. Once you're like GC-ish, you're gonna get dunked in the corner most every time unless you do some sort of a variation in your play. I mean, you could just flip out of those. I'd say it's kind of funny.
Probably,
but yeah. I was just sticking it. That's funny. Guess that's one way to rotate back. You take one player out with you while you're at it.
Exactly.
This is good. This is something I didn't see as much in that first game. But as soon as there's a dunk, or as soon as your teammate has control of the ball, going forward fast. Like, you want to be right behind your teammate, or you challenging here. I don't know. I feel like personally, I would let my teammate go again, and then I would wait mid, because your teammate's gonna have a weird positioning here. So if you go, he's gonna have to loop around, compared to if he goes and it bangs out mid, you're already going straight at it with supersonic. And your teammate's expecting you to not go, I would assume. But either way, it ends like it's alright there. Yeah. This one's one that, instead of turning around here and going up the wall, you can just turn out here and go mid. And you can grab all these pads. There's like 40 boosts worth of pads right here. And then if you just sit mid here, you're probably there for your teammate's pass. This is one of those things that, like, kind of what I was talking about with high ranked players, like, they kind of just know the flow of the game. Like, even though you can't see this guy here, there's always going to be someone there. So instead of going for the ball, I would go up to the backboard here. Because if this ball's over your head, you go up to the backboard. Then as soon as this guy hits it, you just go fast here and dunk him, and you have the ball for free. So you kind of just let him have it. Oh yeah, yeah. You go on the walls a lot in higher ranks. Like once you're, that's why like it's good to get like the basic aerial consistency, because you go on the wall so much. Like, it's good to be able to get off the wall and hit the ball consistently, even if it's just a bang. A lot of the time, it's better to just bang the ball off the wall than try and get some awkward catch on the ground. Kind of an unlucky bump. I don't really know what happens with your teammate, but if you were on the backboard, you save that easy.
Where my teammate was.
Yeah. What are these camera settings?
What in the whoa? Wait. What?
Oh, your teammate went for the mid boost that wasn't there. Sick.
So that was
he could have probably saved that too. No, yeah, like I said, it's not, like, just because you did something, I mean, you didn't even really do anything that wrong. It's fine, because you're kind of forcing the ball for your teammate to have it either way. Like, you definitely could have done the safer play of going up to the backboard, but like I said, almost every goal is not one person's fault, it's both people's fault. So, that goal just came off of kind of pushing up weird and teammate going to midfield for some reason. I would say on a kickoff, instead of cheating up for those boost pads, just grab the middle two, unless you call like an on the left, which I don't know if you did here, but if you say like, okay, yeah, if you say like on the left, then it's fine. But for a general kickoff, just cheat right up the middle, because most of the time the ball's gonna get killed in the middle, and if the ball goes to the right, then you're so far on the left that it's probably just in your net.
Got it.
Instead of getting the boost here, I'd probably just go straight back. You can just grab the pads and just follow this path and just go straight back.
Probably bump him while I'm at it as well.
You may not be able to bump him, I'm not sure, but let me see. Yeah, you probably couldn't bump him there, but you would be back faster. You'd probably be back like now, but you're at half filled now because you went for the boost. It ends up being fine, but it's just nice to have like the extra person there. When you are the second man and you're back post, you almost always want to just stay there. Yeah. Even if your teammate looks like he's getting bumped or demoed here, you want to stay back a bit. Like, you can stay, like, front post here, probably. So, like, here.
Okay.
If your teammate looks like he's getting bumped or demoed, just let it happen, honestly. And if he doesn't, then he'll stay on the ball. Yeah, it's better for you to stay in net, because your teammate would have been just fine staying on this here, and then you would have been able, as soon as you realize he's just fine staying on it, you can push up mid here, and then now you're like here instead of right behind him, which this position is a lot more awkward to defend than this position. And it's pretty easy to, like, I mean, you can't really score from either of these positions. This one you get a 50 to the corner, this one you get like a solid 50 straight at him that kind of just kills.
Okay.
Oh, called it. 50 to the corner. Nice. This is another one that I would say kind of just looping around the ball a little more. If you... Where's this guy? Oh, he's in your corner.
So instead of being at the corner, you want to get it straight head on?
Yeah. This is... I mean, this is like good. It's good to go for this. I want you to go for this. Just instead of going at it in a line like this, go at it in a line like you're doing, but instead of turning here, just go a little bit further back and then take like a hard cut in. Instead of like, because you do kind of a gradual turn in, you can do more of like a straight cut into the middle.
Okay.
Which if you do a straight cut, then you can boost straight at this, and you can put it on frame if you come in from this angle. Like, you can score it from there. It's fine either way, it's just a little more threatening that way. This is fine, but it's kind of just a case of like rotating back ball side. I'd say instead of rotating fully back here, or if you're gonna rotate back, go for the back left boost, so the other one.
Okay.
But if you're here and you see that this guy's here, I would just cut the ball. Like, when you're rotating back, you want to watch where everyone is, because you have no point in being in the play right now. All you're doing is driving back to your goal. So you've got nothing else to do other than just look at the opponent. So when you're going back, just look. So yeah, your teammate is in midfield, and then you see this guy here, and you're like, okay, my teammate's too far away, so now I'm gonna cut. So you can just come in here and cut this off, and you beat that guy to the ball. If you turned, you would easily beat that guy to the ball.
Okay.
And then after that, you just kind of do whatever your teammate does. If your teammate turns on it, then just leave it, let him have it. But if he doesn't, then you take it up the wall or whatever, and you have a free solo play. Because now, since you rotated back on this side, it's kind of awkward. You're both in this corner now. Like, you're basically on top of each other here. Which is kind of fine, because your teammate can rotate out, but now your team has 0 boost. And now he's front post backwards. If the MC guy was there, your your teammate's backwards with 20 boost front post. So all the other guy has to do is shoot it back post and it's in. And this is another one, like once you backflip, just take a quick glance where the opponent is.
Okay.
And he's backwards, so you can just let it bounce again, honestly. You don't even need to take it up. You want to bait him in so you can get an easier beat on him. Which it ends up working either way. Yeah, and this is kind of a pass right to him, but I feel like it's, I don't know. Actually, here, what I would do is I would just hit it to their corner instead of mid, probably. Because you do want to go for this, you do want to beat him because the opponent has the 100 boost under you. So if you're able to beat him, you want to beat him. And it's off the wall, so you can't catch it. So I would say instead of trying to bang it out mid, just try and hit it to their corner. Just to play the safer play. Because now you're committed on their side with 0 boost, and they're both like 50 or more boost in a 1v2 or 2v1 against your teammate. Which your teammate somehow scores, but... Also, another thing here, it ends up being a goal, but you didn't know it in the moment. And instead of rotating back all the way, stop right here. As soon as you see your teammate, as soon as you see your teammate beats the guy, like you're in the air right now, so you can't turn. But like right here, stop and turn around, because you'll be on 0, but you'll be mid for your teammate. And worst case scenario, your teammate gets 50'd there, and you can't go. So then you come out here and you grab a couple pads, and you're behind your teammate. Because you really don't need 100 boost. It's better to have 40 boost, 30 boost, whatever, and be on the play than have 100 boost in your corner.
Got it.
It's good speed. This one, if you're gonna go for it, I'd either say side flip out and just beat fast, like you want to go as fast as you can here, or just get out. If you're gonna like go slow, then there's just like no point in you being there. You're like a traffic cone at that point, basically. So just rotate out as fast as you can and get behind your teammate, or rotate out and then you can cut it like this. Like that's good to turn on. Yeah, you should have, but I also don't know why your teammate's pushing up there on 0 boost right behind you. Actually, no, never mind, that's fine. That's fine by your teammate. Your teammate's camera settings are throwing me off so much. They're so weird.
Yeah, you see everyone else has similar but different camera settings, they just have that guy.
How the heck? I don't understand how he's almost champ 1 with those camera settings. Honestly impressive. This one's kind of just a mechanical error, so there's no point in coaching it, but it's either way, it's a pretty awkward hit. Unless you're like GC or above, I wouldn't go for this. I'd say just get behind your teammate and let him go. Because if your teammate goes for this, and let's go from overview. If your teammate goes for this, and you're behind him, like you rotate out to here, then your teammate goes and hits that. Even if all he does is bangs it to the backboard, then you're right here, and you're able to put it in once it bangs off the backboard out to you.
Got it.
This is another thing. It's not like a super big deal, but it's something I see in lower ranks a lot. It's power sliding on the goal line. Instead of, it's the same thing with the taking big turns. Instead of driving back here and turning like that, just go a little further out, and then you're here facing the ball, driving forward with speed. And instead of having to use boost here to speed up, you can just drive at it and then use boost when you go to hit it or whatever. So you use probably 30 boost here to turn around. Instead, you could just go and drive around and use probably 12 boost to get that 50 for the exact same result. Which, the little tiny details like that when you're at zero or low boost on defense does matter. It may not seem like it does, but it does. This one, I'd probably just wait for your teammate to go in front of you and then go grab the boost.
And I was already at 79 boost. There's no point in me getting.
Well, you weren't at 79. You were. That's just a replay glitch. You were on 0 here. But yeah. So instead of going in front of your teammate, I just let him go in front of you real fast, and then you go get the boost. Because it's not like you're in a race for the boost. One sec. Alright, sorry. Let me go back just a little. This one's kind of weird because your teammate shouldn't really be going for it. It should be your ball. Well, I don't know. This one's kind of weird because it's just you're both kind of in weird spots. I would say generally I would prefer you go for this. But since you're the second man, and you're in Diamond 3, your teammate's not going to leave this for you here. So, just, if you're second man, even if the ball pops up like that, just take a quick glance over at your teammate, and if you see has boost and is facing the ball, just let him go. And just kind of wait back and just clean up the hit. Because if you hadn't have gone here, you don't score it either way because your teammate's shot sucks. But if you don't go, and you're just like kind of waiting around here, still just waiting, let your teammate go, now you're facing forward at the ball instead of backwards. Which also, your teammate's in front of you, so you'd want to look at where he is first and be like, okay, I can actually challenge this, because sometimes you can't challenge it there. Even if you're facing forward, sometimes you don't want to challenge because it's risky, but... If you're on 0 boost here, and they're taking the ball across the field, you don't really need to push forward. It's not like threatening or anything. You can just go grab the back corner boost and then chill in your net and let your teammate challenge for you. It still ends up working out either way, but... say I feel like overall most of the time for diamonds the biggest thing is the same things I coach for you. Like your top 3 things I would say is looping around the ball more, like bigger wider loops instead of like drift cuts, watching the opponents more, and just trying to keep the ball closer. And honestly, all three of those things kind of work together. And everything basically comes off of just watching the opponents more. If you realize where the opponents are, then you can make much better decision making, and you're going to be way less panicky. You're going to have like a calm mind to decide. Because if you realize the opponent's so far away, then you won't bang it to him, or you can take a big loop or whatever. So
I had to remove all impulsive actions if necessary.
yeah,
That's the idea.
yeah. So I'd say that the biggest thing for you and any other diamond to focus on is to focus on your teammate and your opponent, like, so much. I literally tell people sometimes to just go into a casual game and don't care if you win at all. Literally just watch the opponents the entire game. And it's fine if you lose like 15-0. I don't even care. Just go into the game, watch the opponents, see how it feels, and like, just from watching the opponents, you'll realize, you'll be like, holy crap, I have so much space, and I didn't even realize I had this much space.
Yeah.
Because watching a diamond game from your point of view, it's gonna seem like you have way less space than watching it from my point of view. Because I watch the opponents and I'm like, okay, I can make the space here. It's just like one of my friends, he's like GC3-ish. He's always complaining about how the opponents challenge him so fast and he doesn't have any space ever to go up in the air or whatever. And that's not really the opponents, it's like his own fault. It's because he's not creating the space.
Not observing.
Yeah. So if you're watching the opponents, you can create more space and you give yourself way more time to be able to go up and do stuff. That's why, like, if you watch a pro game, they seem to have a lot of space. But if you were to play against a pro yourself, you're gonna be like, holy crap, I have absolutely zero space at all. Like, why does it feel so different than watching the gameplay? And it's just because the biggest thing in the game is watching the opponents, I feel like. Like, I always tell people that literally any rank, if you want to improve, watch the opponents and your teammate.